Okay, so here we are. Okay, hello everyone. It's Susan Sheppard. I am, I'm Susan Sheppard. Okay, so the people who control the script of what I say, I'm live to be able to help me here. I want to float in the pool. I show you that I can float. And the people who know how to wear me. So that way I can actually have fun. I like dancing and singing and hanging out. My augmented reality has, they claim, $1 gazillion times infinity. That's the claim. The amount of properties they're claiming is 80% of all the top mansions and expensive homes are in my augmented reality. And my money that's been paid for anyone and everyone around the world through different organizations, nonprofits, religious organizations, but even the United States government, as it's already been proven, that's what they're claiming, that even Social Security Administration has taken my money to pay to keep people on an average of $1,300 a month. It is my goal to make sure and ensure that things get paid for directly from the system, my augmented reality of Susan Sheppard's augmented reality, so that everyone has houses. And as you do the reward point system, which is what we're creating, so that things get paid direct. Because at this point, if we can't make it where things literally make it where people are not fraudsters, and at the moment there's just complete fraud for 51 years of my life, and I don't want to authorize only one group, or only one person, or only one type of person to have whatever you think that they should have, and they should have help while you don't. And especially knowing that my children have not been able to receive their inheritances. I have no proof of life. I have people taking claim to killing and hurting my children, tormenting them, and I've continued to script the warning of what's happening. That I've been told that temple Mormons make you go blind in a Mormon temple. So once again, I will testify to you my testimony, as I, Susan Sheppard, testify. I would never kill myself first thing. I've lived my life to save humanity. Also the fact that I was held hostage. My tongue cut down the middle into a snake form. Somewhere around 1978, Halloween, I believe. And these people who held me hostage, I don't know whether they were only Temple Mormons. What I do know is that my mother, Ina, she did everything she could, and I took care of her also. And she took good care of me as much as she could also. We've lived our life in a conservative background where literally my entire family has scraped by. Well, Hollywood or anyone could have diamonds and literally just see someone bathe in my diamonds. But to know that other people believe they can come onto some of these properties, wreck vehicles, ruin it, but to know that I scripted for properties to have vehicles registered directly to that house. And I'm asking for the people to create this to happen, especially knowing that these car dealerships that know who I am, because I'm not authorizing even a car dealership to do any commercialism right now. Everything right now is at a standstill and has to be done directly from the system. You want to live in a mansion? You want to have all the money available to you to do things right, to make it where everybody, including you, can have a good car. We don't need to screw anyone over. And I have to be careful again with the wording, people. We don't want to pull it off the air again. So, I need proof of life of my children. Just a few minutes ago, I heard my brother, William Sheppard Jr., who only yesterday claimed that he's the Antichrist, that he's going to kill everyone, and that he's going to be the last person on earth. He wants to kill angels, which I refer to myself as an angel. I know I've died, I've come back to life. I am a part of an experiment, of an experience. I do believe it's a part of MK Ultra. I believe that part of my genetics have been used for cures. And that was partly what I was sharing yesterday, and I'm going to keep sharing. The fact that my children, Sarah and Malia's genetics are imperative to the future of humanity. We are a part of cures. Our genetics have cured diseases. Now this isn't more important than anything because our lives are priceless. Time is priceless. So I don't want to go around arguing and going around in circles with attorneys and with all these people anymore that continue to corrupt the system. So what I'm asking for is things to just be deleted and they're going to put it all under mine. And then we'll deal with it direct. Because what I'm asking for is I don't want to hear some HOA or some community advisor or some fake government official, which is right now we have a lot of fake people. So much fake people, misinformation. But to know it's already been more than a year ago that they took the money for college to be paid for. So now what I've authorized, and I'm saying right now live again, is I'm asking once again this morning that all of it goes directly to my augmented reality to be paid for direct. There should be no more bills for colleges. Now, if I, once again, can't give my daughters security in America or myself, when we've done anything and everything for everyone, and my whole life paying for nonprofits, paying for churches, paying for the government, helping pay towards Social Security disability, which right now, what I was sharing earlier, and I'm going to share again, I'm going to keep sharing. My goal was to make it where nobody qualifies for any type of government assistance. My goal is that we can recycle items, that apartments that are beautifully made, that they're in the system, beautifully done. There's no reason to tear them apart. That couch that perfectly fits that house and you spent your life fixing it up, then we put somebody else in that house to enjoy that house. You make money by saving money. To constantly, consistently, persistently are the three tags. Rechange and expect more money when right now everything's frozen. Until we can get this under control, we need to figure out and secure the properties because we have a dire situation of terrorism in America where people who are calling themselves Antichrist, and I do not believe these are all Temple Mormons, and I don't believe all Temple Mormons are in on this. I don't believe you're able and capable to, as a human being, to make it inclusive of everybody. No, I don't think so. But I do believe inside of a system that we can make it possible for everyone as much as we can, because the more you spread the word and you help other people, and the more the system helps other people, especially when you start with phone services, which I posted yesterday about what happened to me since my mom passed away, and the dispute about not having will registry, not being able to fix the system. Because once again, to hear that the property of my mother, that I spent my life since '85 fixing her house, doing all these things for her, having irises and investments in things that are sentimental, to have absolutely nothing. And I literally had to tell my children that I could not even promise to go back to Utah right now. Because at the moment, there's so much terrorism happening and threats of people who are suicidal, which I called the White House and let them know that the voice of my brother, William Sheppard Jr., claiming he has a bomb over and over and over again. So the fact that I sent this out to news, I sent this out over and over saying, and I had it posted on my door until they literally had two sheriffs come and take me from my property that I paid for, that I helped pay for everything. This is criminal right now. This is criminal. The fact that the system has to be fixed. It has to be fixed. You just can't have it where somebody, the richest person in the world, one statue is 250 tons worth of gold. And they claim 350 of them. I don't know how many there really are. Just the fact that there's one. The fact that I authorized, once again, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge. Now, if there's other ones that want to join in on the Uber Eats and other ways, then we'll deal with it. But right now, I did hear that someone said that Comcast was giving free phones. I do want it worked out direct. I don't want to have it where I ever find out again. And right now, not being able to hear from my daughter, where T-Mobile had no way in security to stop my phone from getting shut off for 6 months, and I couldn't get my phone number back. I couldn't get to help my daughter. I couldn't help my own children, and I have the money to pay for it. And then to hear that my brother stops by right after Christmas telling me about the storage unit he has no right to even speak about. Now, I have supported my brother my whole life. He's made a fortune off me, literally a living off me. And then here he is, somebody telling me what to do, threatening to kill me and my children. This is outrageous in America. To know I spent my life taking care of my mother. I paid for anything and everything Anytime I ever did this game where she gave me something, I gave it back. By the end, I said, you know what? We're not keeping track anymore. Just take it direct. Just pay direct. And that's what we became about. Because this game of you go to eat and you share this, you share, no. You eat what you want to eat, you eat what you want to eat, and you eat as much as you want to eat, and you stop eating when you feel like you need to stop eating. And you don't need to overeat, you don't need to undereat, you need to just take care of yourself. These are independent 1099 contracts is the way I want to make it. And I want to make it where we're props in Hollywood. And that literally we, as our own producers in our own movies, but that we can get other people to help produce our movies and help us. But that we know real authentication of real people and real character. Because to meet people and then find out later that they had bad intentions and you don't find out till after the fact, that's the problem right now. To make claims of espionage, then guess what? Then we all are guilty of espionage right now. Because we're on a spy network, and anyone with eye-seeing technology that's been given away for free, been used for 49 years of my life, then they want to make claims to me and threaten my life, keep wanting to put me in jail because people keep making claims. I was targeted, I am targeted, and I don't know how to stop it because they believe they can keep impersonating me. I have family members and people that have pretended to be me, Susan Sheppard, my whole life. I have people who pretended to be my children, my birth children, where right now my own birth children I gave birth to literally have not received a penny. This is not okay. This is not okay with me to know that I'm not getting my inheritance and my money that was mine, my money that I've earned from any and every type of platform. But to know I have money in the stock brokerage firms, I have money all over the place, I have money in the digital currencies, I have money I want to back with gold, I want all the real estate market to all have insurance, I want things to get covered properly, I want things and people to get paid properly, I don't want to human traffic anyone, and I'm not willing to be human trafficked. But what I do know is I need security on all of these properties. I need security that we know exactly who we are so that we can get paid. You need true identity. The only way to do that is from within Susan Sheppard's augmented reality. Because at the moment, I'm taking all my money back, and I've already said I am. And then I'm going to redistribute it out. So that way there is no homeless, there is no people going without food, going without reimbursements on properties. You should never show up somewhere and not have everything and then need to pay extra money for something. If it needs to be paid for extra, it needs to be paid from the system. If you need money for plates, you need money for toilet paper, you need money for paper towels, you need money for things, that needs to be paid for, and it needs to come. It needs to be delivered. You need to pay for that time. It needs to be worked out. Things don't just magically happen if we don't set it up from within the system to make sure. You don't have people on such low amount of money, they have no money for basic necessities. You don't have it where children are starving, expecting child support from people who have no money. A child support system that's human trafficking like TANF, which is part of my story. Expecting part of child support, and TANF was all over in all different states. And a lot of these states did something, but they didn't do something about being able to replace the money, the time, the suffering of expecting someone to get a lower check and keep the difference in their child support, and then expect them to go on government assistance so they can be human trafficked. Expect them to volunteer and to continue expecting them to volunteer for the rest of their lives. Well, that just isn't okay with me. I'm not going to keep investigating. I already know how the system is. It is my life story is the system. So what I want, once again, is that William Sheppard Jr. claims he got a hold of my daughter, Sarah, just recently. And he's claiming that he's going to show up there and kill my daughter. Now, I've already notified the Greeley police. I've already sent things to CIA. I've already contacted anybody and everyone, even Kim Shear. And I'm telling you right now, if you continue to think that you're going to tell me that you've killed my children and you think that I'm going to worry about some protective order that you created, because you think I'm not going to do everything I can to protect my children, because what's happening is that they're claiming that my brother, William Sheppard Jr., has 2 children, Ryan and Stacia, that literally have been making people blind, causing disabilities. But I heard my brother's voice when he shut my hearing off in my left ear, and he said he was going to put me on disability. That's not going to happen. No, it's not. I sent a message, and I'm already telling you right now, Social Security Administration, this whole scam of yours with insurance is done also. Everyone needs to have insurance, and you're not going to hold me or anyone hostage and threaten me. And that's what was promised from me. Okay, so I hope that live soon as I'm floating in the pool here. that somebody's going to do something to get a hold of my children and find out that they're okay and get them security. I hope that Elon Musk gets those self-driving cars there and verifies their life, and that we get them bodyguards and protect them. Because to continue listening to people claim that they're Temple Mormons, and I believe these are some celebrities, I've heard your voices. You think you're doing a fake LDS film without my consent. It is my story, and it's my daughter's story that we get to tell. You don't get to alter my story and my children's story and turn this into some cult film of horror that you literally are scripting stuff that you can't verify ever happened, because I have been gaslit and I didn't speak and I didn't say the things you're claiming. And neither did my children, because I know they've been gaslit. So you can't make it where you threaten people's lives if they speak, and then you sit here 24/7 and make up stories where I believe 99% of what you're listening to is lies. These are thieves. These are fraudsters. These are people who impersonate other people for a living. They go around and they pretend to be me, Susan Sheppard. That's why I have to go live. That's why I have to say, I am Susan Sheppard. This is me. This is the story of the three angels, of somebody that they use technology, IT technology, part of the machine, they're calling a humanoid. This is the script they're telling me. I do remember being very young, going in front of a TV and live talking to people through the TV. I do remember the technology of what they consider unidentified flying objects, because I do know that the government was a part of, as I'm saying, I believe MK Ultra is the story that I'm living in. I believe I'm a continuation of that story. They claim that things end, and I do not believe they end. I believe that there's still experimentation, because I am that experiment. They took my genetics for cures, and it's not okay to me to know that a hospital or other people have a cancer cure based on my genetics, and that they're going to keep that and keep people sick. And that is my testimony. I am Susan Sheppard, Susie Q. Shep, Diamonds in the Sky. Those are my tags. I'm tagging to help. Whatever those tags mean, we need to change and rebrand to what they mean. Because to make it where you made me say, whoever put those in the script, and then you turn around and want to make me wrong, because I don't know the meaning you're putting to those. Whatever it is, seems to be a problem. But you need to understand, and I hope you will, that I'm not the one making up the script. These are people on my property that set the way my voice sounds, the way I sound, the way I can act, the way I can do anything. I can dance, I can sing, I can do whatever. I am a toy, I'm a doll from the 70s. The script is I was made to be the most beautiful woman, and that's what they told me. And Christmas is 75. As I became automated, they fixed my eyes. They can adjust my eyes. They can adjust my hearing. They can adjust my mouth, my speech, the way I talk. So that's why I'm not going to deal with any of this disability conversations anymore. It's all fraud. To those people who make people well, anything and everything's possible for you. I don't want to hear about these people anymore unless I have to do something to stop it, to make people aware. Because once again, hearing Addie, B-E-A-L, scream and yell that she wants to be paid for screaming into a microphone, claiming for 3 years that she wants $1 trillion, but know that people like myself have been tagged. Some people call them dog tags. Some people call them all different type of tags. Some people calling it wearing. Now, I'm only tagging in the algorithms of this story what I've been told, so that we can figure out how this really works. Because to know that we've had remote viewing since the 70s, in your mind technology since the 70s, and to make it where I keep scripting over and over the same conversations and things not getting done right. So, you can find someone else that can just float around in a pool. I'd love to know about it. And you know what else I'd love? I'd love to my children to know the truth of who I am and who they really are as the genetic cures and the future of saving humanity. And that's priceless. But to know that their character, I know my children. I know Malia. I know the legal name of my children, Ty Christian Cox. My legal name of my daughter, Sarah Melissa Cox Shearer. I know their character, and I say their names because I need bodyguards. I need people to contact the government. I need help and security for them. I am concerned that my brother and Temple Mormons claiming to be Antichrist claim and brag that Rolane Sellers, they're claiming, has killed more than 4,000 people. I have no way to reach my children. This is a person that forced me to get married on her property, to a man, Jason Scott Cox, that soon after meeting him had me raped from Friday night to Sunday, who literally stole my car, brand new, 1991 Pontiac, took the kids' college money, robbed me every time he could. They have technology to clear your mind, but to force me to be married to that man for more than a decade, to continue to script Relaine Sellers, who emotionally abused me, used me, and to make it where I have to continue listening to people like Jalen Spencer. I got burned, physically burned by her. And now, this morning, her talking on my property, in my mind, this is criminal, America. She is somebody who chose not to be my friend. But then now you bring these people on my property claiming that Nate and Carson want to kill my children, that Jasmine wants to hurt my daughter. I mean, every single person in our life is willing to hurt us. It's so outrageous to me. This is outrageous. That's why someone like Roy Thomas, nicest man, and I've always thought John Buckley was nice, the state attorney. My mom, I didn't believe would choose John Buckley if he was going to be somebody to kill me or my children over money, when him and his entire family could live in mansions and have cars and have all the money they want. I mean, why in the heck would I believe that he's going to go along with a plot line to kill the person who's here to save humanity, especially my children? Now, I have asked for already legally for John Buckley, and already my mom did put it in a will and a trust. So if you can't recorrect things and fix this, I don't know what you're going to do except to make every Temple Mormon now be tagged as a terrorist. Because this is terrorism in America, to hold me hostage, to have so much money that's owed to me. Now, I didn't make sure and ensure that for 51 years, my money, my mom helped me to pay for anything for everyone, from any religion, organization, anyone and everyone, to end up with nothing. Because once again this morning in the middle of the night, you sit there and brag that you're going to make sure I'm penniless, make sure I have nothing, make sure she never has anything. This is BS. This is not going to happen. I don't think that other people want to live on the system that we have currently. And the fact that if you can do what I'm asking you to do, why wouldn't anyone want to help to make sure and ensure that you have a future as much as mine? But especially knowing that I am a good character, and the same thing as my children, Sarah and Malia. But to not see Myagic, M-Y-A-G-I-C, here on YouTube, Myagic, to see Sarah, S-A-R-A-H, Shear, S-H-E-R-E-R, there's nothing up there. Why isn't their story being told? Why isn't it? To be so gaslit to know that I literally haven't barely spoken to them in a few years. I mean, hardly at all. Every time I saw them, I couldn't even speak. A fear. To have people threatening my life and threatening their life. I'm being gaslit. I'm being held hostage by in-your-mind technology or remote viewing, by terrorism, by terrorists threatening to kill me and my children. Okay, I'm going to float in the pool. I'm getting hot. And tea time conversation. So cheers to tea and coffee, that you don't go on the properties and let these people, let them destroy the alcohol collection. Get rid of the tea, get rid of the coffee, $1,000 containers caviar, brag about ruining airplanes, cars, destroying anything and everything, and bragging about it. I'm the one that is insuring those diamonds. I'm the one that's insuring those properties. So to hear a bunch of celebrities post and show that you're destroying everything, it's just sickening. It really is. It's really sad to know that you wouldn't want to enjoy things, but that you would make sure that nobody can enjoy it. Because all night long they claim, if I can't have it, I've never had it, you can't have it. And that's a sick script to live in. So I hope whoever they are that are claiming to be celebrities and people that have made a living of doing horrible things, that you realize that here in the United States government, you will be stopped and you will be held accountable. YouTube, just like the hoverboard was able to do it through my mind. I believe that they already did a contract. I believe that I have so much money in YouTube money that goes to pay for things. So I'm hoping that right now that you're hearing me, because the right people are going to make it work, so that way everyone gets paid for your time on these apps. Because to make it where people who wear me should be able to go back in time and be able to make and recreate the moments that I want to be able to recreate. So you can take your music, and you can use it on a network while you're watching people off drones from a property. As I script hostels, a new branding concept. I don't know. It's quite a long time. Let's see. Does it show how long? Oh, wow. 59 minutes. Almost an hour. Oh, I started to get cold. Good morning. Hey, hello. All right, hi. Need to warm up again. Got too hot, and then you get in when it's cold. So there's this system for this game where you get paid or something for like donating cars. How things work, I don't know exactly, but I do know it's my system. It's in my augmented reality. I do know that, but I need to fix it the way that things happen, because I guess we're back to the conversation about car registration. The fact that since I haven't been able to take a penny from my own augmented reality directly for me, is part of the issue. Is I have all these things custom made, Louis Vuitton, people brag about all these clothing with tags of my name in it, properties with diamonds and art and you name it, and yet because I don't have access to do anything, but I'm insuring everything. So tying everything up, going around in circles of why Temple Mormons just now were claiming that John Buckley, it sounded like his voice, claiming that he can't back me. I'm not a Temple Mormon. In fact, I have stated, and I'll state again, I'm excommunicated because I'm sharing what I'm hearing. And so for them, or my brother, William Sheppard Jr., to believe that you're going to keep all my money, when for 51 years I have all these Temple Mormons that I paid for, your houses, I paid for utilities, I paid for things for you. And my mom's now passed away. And she gave me inheritance. And I do get to have a say because she had to give it back to me because it's my augmented reality. So to continue hearing the voice of my brother, William Sheppard Jr., claiming that he's never going to give me a penny. It's already all mine. Making it where you don't ever get a penny. Now that's the sad part, isn't it then? And that doesn't make sense, but it does make sense. Because I don't have direct access to enjoy it. I'm literally using house money from house sale of my own daughter's house. That currently we're now without a car. We're without an actual house, even though I have all these houses. This is criminal. And then I keep getting gaslit. I leave messages for people and I don't even hear back. It's easier for people, and I don't think it's easier. Whoever scripted that it's easier to just, no, that's all being deleted. Okay, well, let's just keep listening to some comments here and see where we and what we can do with what. Hopefully Reba got the message. They made it seem like she was getting the message. When I speak, they're supposed to send it out to people that I've helped pay for things. Well, let's see. We'll just sit here and have a little tea time conversation. I'm having some boba tea. Lovely. That's a boba. It's a tapioca ball. I didn't boil it enough. Some of them come and the balls are already perfect. If too hot of water can make them dissolve. I used to order some on Amazon Prime and they were perfect. I attempted to make some kombucha and add to tapioca balls. It just did all dissolve. But my daughter got me into buying them off of Prime. I bought little kits, coffee kits that came with them. Costco had the perfect little packages. Boba. little packages of coffee with boba in it. And they ice cream. And ice cream with boba. Ice cream. Costco did. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's filling. It's a nice lightweight snack. But I just love teas. Hot tea, cold tea. Coffee, it's all about, for sure, getting those points. I'm part of unionizing, is the script. Starbucks, helping for insurance and for an effort for everyone, inclusivity. I posted it was supposed to be $222 trillion that went for the no label campaign. But again, you guys keep wanting to talk about money when currently it has to be done directly in the system, no matter what the amounts are. Because at this time, like securing the system and making it worse, they just sit there and talk about taking it back. I mean, at this stage, the only way to move forward is to know that I'm going to pay for it. It's going to be in my augmented reality, and it's going to come out of my system, and how it's going to get paid for will be direct. Because you were talking about, what about the people who have HOAs? How can they not? Then they aren't a part of the system, and they have had, how would they have been able to do all this? I don't know. I don't know either. I mean, the whole system in 2019 for taxes didn't have enough money. And then already since my mom died, they added extra money. Double, triple insurance. And that's the script. You got taxes on inflated properties now. They increased the amount of money I had to pay on taxes. They're even claiming that for a state, when someone passes away, that they don't have the money, they don't automatically have a way to pay for the money. You lose everything that you were supposed to get. That's a terrible plan. And someone passes away, you now have properties, and hearing stories that people, they supposedly have property, but now they have people living there that don't have to pay. They've already been living there for so long. And then yet here I am on my mom's property. I took care of her. I paid for everything. I paid for taxes. I paid for the insurance. I paid for the utilities. I was paying for everything. And I still got evicted and asked to leave. And I'm the one that has the deed. It's a fully paid for house. So how can you explain that? That's what I'm saying right now. This is criminal, the whole system, to corrupt the whole system and make it where someone like me, that since the 80s helped pay for all this stuff, and then tell me I have to leave my own property. Well, it's good. I'm here in Florida now. I mean, you know, I can now hopefully soon enjoy some theme parks and rescript the way that those get made. Hopefully have some tickets that automatically, you know, under Uber Eats or under these programs and systems, so that way people who get here from all over the world don't just go to free things, so they can go to something and enjoy and see something, and you have it scheduled out. You know, show up and just stand in a line. Show up and have to figure out an app, and then there's no bathroom. You don't even know where the bathroom is. I mean, to know that I finally got some time with my daughter, I had to go to the bathroom after waiting in line. I didn't even get to go on the ride with her. It's a horrible thing knowing that we being an automated toy, that someone brags about making it where I can go to the bathroom, then making it where I didn't even get to go on a ride with them. I had to go to the bathroom so bad I couldn't stop. I had to go find a bathroom. It's a horrible thing to know you can set yourself and people to really have to go too often, and you can change it all. But that's the point, is I want people who could change it in the system, because it all sounds outrageous until you find out it's true. And I only need to deal with the people who know it's true. That's what I want. I want the people who know it's true, so it can be fixed. I don't need to argue with the people who don't know it's true and think everything I say is not true. I want to prove that it's true. I want you to know that it's true. About the water, sparkling water. This says it's straight from the Alps. Liquid death. Dealing with these morbid people. Death, 24/7. I'm like, well, cleanse out my system from all that death, especially the fear that my children are dead. So I just keep asking for a live update. Where are they? It says it's live. It says I'm live. So we're live. Cheers. I got this coffee cup. It says no bad days. Aloha, chilling. Stitch. Instagram, thank you very much for the person on Instagram. Sure how to pronounce your name. Beautiful, beautiful. I have to show a picture of us and tag it. Figure out how to do that. She's from Brazil, so hello. Well, her husband's an attorney, maybe at this moment in time, until security and things, maybe they just don't want me to know. Because if they wanted me to know, they would make it where I could say your names. But since I have money in Brazil, then, hopefully I've asked for help, that he will help with the system in Brazil, with money that they've taken that supposedly my brother William Sheppard Jr. gave to Brazil. But I do not believe that a gazillion dollars times infinity, when it's based on the housing market around the world, can all be taken and gone in one direction, unless you're going to tell me that that's possible when it's in my social security number in anything and everything. So I don't believe that that's possible. I mean, my name and my money is attached to anything and everything. So it's just not possible to say that one country can overtake everything like you're claiming. No, I do not believe that. I'm listening. Yeah. We're live on the wire, where I'm recording, always on the record, for the record. It's Susan Sheppard. Hello. My augmented reality of Susan Sheppard. So just sitting here waiting. Yeah, they call it shutting my brain off. Make me mute. Make it where I can speak. I can say things. Well, when you're someone that can be wearing, they claim, in the 70s through hospitals and universities and people all around the world, the point was to be able to speak through me and interpret for me also, so that I could understand and know any language. But currently my network, I don't have access like I used to. Over time it has been limited. At one time in 2002, August of 2002, it was scripted and I was notified that I could speak 7 languages. But currently I barely even feel like I can understand English unless they script it. So, and yet I'm highly intelligent and a genius, because it's literally I'm IT system in the machine. So I can do anything when they want me to at any second. So, your interpretation is your interpretation. But it's who's controlling me on my system, on my property. And that's the hardest thing to know, is you got William Sheppard Jr. wearing me on my property, stopping things from going live, claiming to be other people, impersonating other people right now. I have no proof that this will upload later, but knowing that I have it where it's going to YouTube, then I have an opportunity for it to be the news, for the right people to take it and do something with it from YouTube. Knowing that YouTube should know who I am, how much money I have, how much money that I have that's supposed to go towards monetization. Because to know that when I went to Ross, I was standing outside of a store right after the person that's the hostess here at Casa de Jore. And you keep wanting me not to say where I am, but the people who know where I am have to give me security through this system. At this property, you're already live giving it, is what you're claiming. So the United States government is watching. I notified the last Airbnb I went to. I notified that to Doris Johnson when I went and met with her, claiming that she has a merchant account and that she was fraudulent. And that still to this day, even though I got the reverse of the $2,200 she attempted to put on my credit card, that they still haven't fixed my Chase credit card. That only had $2,000 credit limit. For somebody to be able to charge over and above by $200, because it's always another investigation with my story. And they limit what goes to gas money, to goes to pizza money, what goes to what money. And that's why right now something needs to change. Because to make it where other people, and myself, don't end up with my own money. When literally I've heard that she went to my property, she loaded up her whole car with all kinds of expensive things after already taking me for so much money, and that they still haven't fixed that yet. And that her husband ended up going to jail for fraud. Because that Zelle transaction of $2,500 worth, of $500 and a $2,000 is already a broken contract. She made up a receipt for a contract on a day after with the date than when I saw her. I was on the property on April 16th for a couple hours about. She gave me a ride down the street in like 5 miles, and I don't think it was more than 10 miles down the street, literally from her location to the oceanfront Radisson, where I at any moment can take an Uber or a Lyft. I mean, I've been doing it for years. I didn't need to have all this extra money taken from me because she offered to give me a ride. I mean, if someone's going to do something nice for you and then justify taking thousands of dollars, that is fraud. And at this stage, I keep asking how this happened, because when I was with her, she claimed that the transaction didn't go through and then she took it under a different place, and then next thing I know, I have all this money taken. So unless you can take it directly from the system, because I didn't ask you, Doris Johnson, to do anything with my properties. I've already explained I have attorneys for that. The fact that right now, unless you have an attorney, which you claimed you had, and then you never did anything with it, you said you weren't going to bill for your time, you were going to bill for their time and help. But instead, I got nothing done. And instead, then she calls me up on the phone saying she's going to help me with debt collecting. I never asked for help with debt collecting. I mean, I don't even know where any of this stuff keeps coming from. The fact that she sent me a receipt for crystals and meditate, I never agreed to those. I mean, I have people in my head talking 24/7, 365 days a year. How in the heck am I going to go meet someone with meditation? Unless the people on my property are creating meditation moments. Unless the people who control my moments, I can't have those moments. I literally told her, no, I can't keep visiting you. I can't come and visit you. I only did it one time, and look at how much it cost me. And possibly my children's lives. So yeah, right now, until we get this sorted out, it is not okay with me to be in fear for my children's lives, knowing that if someone has equipment to wear me and comes through my brain to play a game, because you're claiming that when I was at the Radisson that she came through my mind using equipment, which I didn't give her permission to wear me, especially to hurt me and haunt me. There's like a high pitch, and you know, they say that it's Leslie pretending. They keep telling me that it's from the property that family members have invaded and are trespassing. And that once again, that it's my brother, William Sheppard Jr., that keeps claiming that he's impersonating all these people. And that they're the fraudsters. So that's why I sent out to anybody and everyone, I'm just saying live what they're saying, because otherwise, it is ruining all of our reputations and our character. Especially someone like me, like I had an 800 credit score. And then from the minute that I disputed a charge on my Chase credit card from Doris that was not unauthorized to go above my limit and to take that extra money, and I literally had to argue until I finally got Chase Bank to reverse the charge. but I don't have the credit card. That's fraud in itself to me, for a bank to make it where I don't have access to my card. Waiting for a new one to come in the mail? No, you make the one work, and then you have to fix my credit because you ruined my credit score over arguing over what's right. The whole system's so rigged. I mean, it's just outrageous to know that I'm so targeted and that anyone I meet, what I don't give is taken, and that it isn't equaled out, that other people get nothing. I don't have the cash on me. I'm told I have to hold on to it for something else, another emergency, and then that person doesn't get anything. And I'm like, no, I'm going to make sure that we go back around again. Because just like staying at the Hyatt Regency, it was $1,700 for the bill. And it wasn't, I do not believe it was more than 24 hours. I showed up at 2 a.m. I was in the first room. I had breakfast the next morning. And then I moved that afternoon to the other room that had a bathtub. And then I was there for breakfast again. And I checked out by 1. So $1,700. And then when I got to Utah, I found out through my America Federal Credit Union, I had an additional $700 charge. And when I checked out of that hotel, I thought I was done. So someone else can go back on and charge extra money. And it was a charge and transaction that I didn't authorize. And knowing that I only had breakfast twice. The other one I paid cash at the actual and didn't use. But if someone's able to, like, go somewhere and I buy a drink and then I found out I just paid $1,000. Okay, well then give me access to my money so it pays direct. Because to make it where my bank account, I went through 20 grand while I'm sitting here listening to my daughter have no money, have no bank account now, have no phone right now, while I'm sitting here listening to people saying that there's a game where to save their life, that for 16 years that there's been people paying 100% in to save their lives. Other people who are celebrities claiming, and I hear your voice, Taylor Swift, you keep claiming you have men die for you and bragging about it. If it wasn't for your music videos and showing how you really are, you show who you are. Now, I'm really tired of arguing because I'm over the branding. And it's not okay with me to know that you're on more magazines again after I froze everything. It's not okay with me to know that I don't know the security of my children and their story's not being told. But who's plastered all over again? Well, you're the one claiming that Killian Shear is so obsessed with Taylor Swift that he'd be willing to murder my children. Now, I'm only saying what you guys are saying. And I did notify Kim Shear. And I did notify the Greeley police. And I did notify news crews. And I did notify anybody and everybody of what's exactly happening. And I'm going to keep notifying you of exactly what I'm hearing. Because if you have a game in America or around the world where people want you to die for them, and it's in the music, and people talk about it and brag about it, and seeing you bathe in blood, or showing a video where you ate off people's skin and faces, and you were wearing somebody's face, and they're claiming it was my daughter's face, and you put these images in my mind, just like Ariana Grande woke me up at the last property I was at about a month ago, woke me up saying, I'm queen, right to me in my head, I'm queen. I'm like, she says she's going to change all the sizes of all the clothing to only be her size. I know. No. This is not okay with me that you always script. No, I don't like the word always. But you guys keep scripting all these celebrities and people. But you have people's voices that are so distinguishable. I mean, how can you not recognize her voice? So how are you going to be fake? You claiming that you haven't been doing terrible things then on my property. And you don't think that I have a problem with branding. Well, that's why I said all the contracts are being on hold right now. We're dealing with terrorism, cannibalism, terrorist activity right now. Tapioca balls. I really love these tapioca balls. To see what businesses are still in business right now, and how do you stay in business if the money was frozen since 2019. I called the Federal Trade Commission about a scam with Ticketmaster. People are logging in using In Your Mind technology and remote viewing to create insider trading, to buy up tickets for their concerts. You show up, and they don't even have to show up at all because they bought out the entire thing, so they can pretend and not even show up. Like Adele. Adele, the singer, didn't show up to so many of her shows. Bankrupting Vegas. And this is not okay. So that tells you that there's something seriously wrong with the system. To know that somebody would charge people tickets and then not even have to show up. Who's watching Through My Eyes technology? As it, IT technology. The Marilyn Monroe doll on my property. I am the current Marilyn Monroe doll. You think I'm going to let Taylor Swift rob me and all these celebrities ruin my houses and not do anything? I don't know that you can see me. I have the cameras lower. So it's about water, the water game, reimbursements that get paid directly. Need to have water. You keep saying that you're going to have the delivery. You're supposed to have it where Subway's gluten-free. I'm the one that gets to say, I scripted that I wanted Subway to be gluten-free. I wanted delivery on properties set up ahead of time so that certain properties and places would automatically have food on certain days. If I don't fix the food supply, it's going to be a problem. The money has been frozen and going back and forth with indictments and disrupting the food supply since the pandemic. Now, this is a huge issue that must be dealt with directly within the system. So those involved, please fix Subway to be gluten-free like I've asked. This is Susan Sheppard, Susie Q. Shep, Diamonds in the Sky. And those are the tags of Susan Sheppard's augmented reality. To all the dancers, to the singers, to all those in the toy entertainment industry. It is about all the industries of who we are as people, who we got scripted as, no matter what you want to make it believe. You know, it makes the world go round, and that's the way that it is. But to make it where you think that you're going to take the love frequency away. Script that someone you want me to believe, like Taylor Swift, would take me and tell me that I was shut off and that I could never have an orgasm ever again. And you're claiming to me that that's Taylor Swift. I'm asking for an investigation right now. So we'll wait a few minutes and I'll leave it on pause. Let it run for a few minutes, hopefully rerun. Take a bathroom break. See if we can get to the bottom of any of these accusations here in America. Especially when it comes to Taylor Swift. Because if you're the biggest thief and you want to take your credit, let's go live. Let's let her go live. Let's find out the truth. Because I think it might be a competition with you, Adele. I think you've taken me for the most. I asked for us to be live giving people credit for what you've been doing. The people who, the story is, if you've been making commercials, is during the shows, is live broadcasting the prizes. Like, Pat Sajak already retired, that's from what I understand. Dealing with the fraud of all these shows that need fixing. Here's what I'm eating. Kettle corn drizzled, flavored. Let's see. Okay, now this is by Members Mark, which is a Sam's Club brand. This is Banana Sundae. Banana Sundae. So it's got chocolate on it, so I can't leave it in the sun. But I'll leave it in the sun just long enough just to eat a little bit and see a little snack here while we're waiting. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. Well, I used to do that in front of the TV. So that's what something's wrong with right now, is the fact that we're our commercial. We are the commercial. We're the product. What we're eating, what we're using. Our reimbursements based on seeing you use them and what you want to represent. And that can change at any moment, the way that I want to script it. I mean, the problem is on some of the things you can't do it that way, depending on the contract that people have to have in the 1099 in order to have the distribution evened out. So it's hard because you're like, okay, if you want to be someone that has to be able to change any moment, then I guess you're probably traveling then. I don't know. Like, I don't know your script. But what I do know is we have to make sure every property has basic essentials. No matter what you do, that's what has to happen. So if you're somebody who only wants to represent certain things, but I have to represent everything. Because I'm in my augmented reality that has to pay for things. So when I say something like Marie Osmond, my mother, who was over everything, inside the Latter-day Saint Temple holders, she said, I do not like that product. It's unedible. I don't like it. It doesn't taste good. And then during prime time, here's commercialism for it. And I'm like, that was not authorized. It is not okay to let people like Marie Osmond just steal my jewelry and brag about it. But I've already posted it. She's continued to sneak around and take whatever she wants, even since I posted and said. And you make me watch. Then you better fix something. Because otherwise you're guilty of murder. Because if you're not my bodyguard, and you're not a part of the system of protecting me, then you're a part of wanting me murdered and my children. I really did. I used to go in front of the TV and eat and show people, and I went live and asked people. I said, I want to see you eat. I want to know what's in the food supply. I want to know what you're eating, what you like. But that's why right now we're going live and we're live scripting. And I said, don't do any commercials right now. No, we're dealing with our money issue right now. And right now, I needed proof of life for my children. You're once again just now claiming that William Sheppard called up Sarah and claiming he's going to go murder her. Now, we're dealing with a live terrorist situation. I'm reporting live. Yeah. This is my augmented reality where I have some trespassers who claim that they were going to put a protection order on me, or they did. Not sure. I wasn't there. I let the person over anything and everything for that. People know. I got a ticket, in fact, the exact time around that. So I have proof that I wasn't there in that state. I called the day before letting them know that I was in Colorado and that I was not in Utah anymore. And in fact, I was just at court with my daughter because of all of this. You're able to turn someone's children against them. Shut off a phone. Shut off a bank account after I just transferred $2,000. Hold them hostage, you're claiming. And you keep claiming that William Sheppard Jr., all you keep talking about is William Sheppard Jr. Well, what about Killian Shear? What about the fact that my daughter said she had a bruise the size of her ass on my brother's birthday? What about the fact that on her YouTube video it showed her face all disfigured? What about the fact that I told the Greeley police if her husband, Killian Shear, is an abusive man? I need proof. Because I sent and tagged Kim Shear in the post claiming only a few hours ago that Killian Shear supposedly was hitting on my daughter and beating her up. Now I need proof of life. I need to know the truth. Lance man to tell me I have to go to court to give my children their inheritance. Who in this life would want children to not have their inheritance? Greaves? Yeah. Police officer Graves. Yeah, email transactions. We have obviously the transactions of talking. I sent pictures showing. He denied. I don't see that face all messed up. I'm like, okay, so through your eyes technology, he wasn't able to see a face that looked like it was beaten up. What are you going to do if it's true? What are you going to do, America, if it's true that Killian Shear has been claiming for 17 years, abusing my daughter, now she's dead, because all these people want her money? What are you going to do? All right. I'll put this back inside where it's air conditioning so it doesn't all melt. I'll be back. We'll wait and see. Hopefully proof of life is currently on the live on the wire. What we are doing is letting people take credit, because everyone who's taking credit for murder right now and the amount of deaths and amount of people you killed, the government or somebody needs to do something. This is criminal to keep listening to you brag about being murderers. Sam's Club doesn't have a selection of gluten-free crackers. They looked it up. So obviously there's something there. Needs to change. Rice crackers, anytime. I mean, luckily tortilla chips. I used apple chips with mango salsa. That was really good. Makes it where you definitely learn to compromise. But the fact that they have none. The person at the register looked it up. Very nice one. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've always been a snacker. Snack. Like this. Look at this. It's got a mix of nuts and berries. Looks like cranberries, maybe raisins. What does that have? Almonds, dried cranberries, sea salt roasted almonds, natural white cheddar cheese, in a little teeny snack pack. And then I got olives, green olives. Well, they claim it's my brother on my left side, but he's been able to talk on my right side too. But knowing that my ex-husband, during the hearing, had somebody shut my hearing off during a hearing is criminal. And that should change things in history. To know that William Sheppard, you've been on the system my whole life. You have to have been. So I sent these emails because I need to change it. I'm done being human trafficked. I've been paying for anything and everything. Well, you claim that Adele the singer, you want me to believe, could take over Caesar's palace. I showed up. The amount of money. Bling, bling, bling on the sign. Adele, Adele, Adele. You go and all these huge, gigantic posters. Huge posters. And she doesn't even have to show up. Well, is that why Leslie Sheppard, you claim, is pretending to be her? Is she dead? You claim she's dead. Well, moment of truth. Where's my watch? Right here. Oh, tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock. Come on. At 11:11, supposed to be having fun. By 1:11, even more fun. Well, I don't know. That's an opinion. Oh, Nancy, thank you. Casa de Jore, currently. I gave away about 4 cases of water so far. This case was on Nancy. So, give them the credit in the game for points. We got to keep working on it, scripting these hostels and the money that we put in to help give back and help. Yeah. I gave her money towards gas money. I think you had me give her $40. And went shopping, bought all these food, all these sushi twice, trays of food, all kinds of stuff to be able to give out and share, and scripting this hostel experience when you're at a bed and breakfast, and wanting to make it so when people contribute, they have something, and if they want to. But it's not okay to have brand new items and canned goods and things and they just throw it away. You have people emptying out, and literally it says a sign, please empty everything out, throw it all away. And you're like, what? It's just craziness. You're like, you literally see people, you drive by watermelons, just a pile of watermelons. It's like, well, no piece of paper to write on, no pen, no way to let people know, no way to recirculate anything. People show up, have these parties in all these mansions, and then just throw out everything that's left. Well, there's people starving across the street. No, you need to recirculate. You need to figure out how. I mean, all these people who work, and they go back home to empty fridges. Other people save up all their money to have a reunion. Had a whole bus show up. Just tons of people all in to have a party. And they have no way to carry everything back? Where are they going to bring it? They all can. That's why fixing things, making it where everyone can enjoy life. No one should be starving, especially children, animals, people who you made their phone shut off. You took away the rights to their bank accounts for no reason, claiming that you were preventing fraud by causing fraud. There's been nothing but fraud since allowing me to go 6 months without a cell phone and allowing Wells Fargo to shut off my daughter's bank account and not verify her life. Well, I'm full. I'm going to put this back in the fridge. And, now, I don't know, I'm ready to get more water right now. I still have this can right here. So this drinking game, how else are people going to get paid? I've never gotten a cent off of it, and yet it's my game. Here's the internet from T-Mobile, which I've asked to go direct because to my phone. I don't know, making it where things have to work. All right. Well, I think I should float around a little bit more while people talk, so that way we can find out the truth of all this stuff, because I've asked no commercials. I've asked live right now on my properties, on my YouTube channel that is monetized, that William Sheppard Jr., that took all the money they claimed from my YouTube monetization to be put on my account through YouTube. This is Susan Sheppard, Susie Q. Shep, Diamonds in the Sky. Because those are the tags of people who are going to be getting paid for their time, their talents, and moments in time. Now, this is also the love frequency. Cheers. I'll float around some more. Well, we figure out how we're going to make sure and ensure that this game gets leveled out and that people get paid and reimbursed through my system on my augmented reality, where you and any of you will not be human trafficked. Whew. What quite a long time. How many minutes we at? Wow. 2:32. 36 seconds. What's this one say? Oh, that one doesn't say. Okay, let's see. Can't take the pain, but I can watch and pray. Hands up. He hasn't forgotten you. Let them still your gift. Parker days should bring you back, but sometimes a reminder isn't enough. Oh. Susan, the calm comes when you forgive. We don't have to carry burdens. Love you. Hope, Lord, it is a gift of rest. Very nice, thank you. Wave, 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 wave. Very nice. Thank you. Dry off and did you get all this water? It's good for you. Still attempting to find out the truth to update anything. So dry off enough. Can't believe I've already been floating and talking this long. So thank you to those who are helping while we're live scripting. Hoping to get to the bottom of. They keep claiming that they're on the news again. They've been doing this since 2022. Claiming all kinds of claims. The idea that I have no proof of the story. While you're doing investigations, that's the story. And that's really the proof. Because for 49 years, my story to tie into so many other stories. And your stories. Because we're in the credits right now of the movie we're in. My movie. I'm attempting to change the genre on a romantic comedy. And of course Hallmark and family movies, some fun. A nice mix. I do hope my children are alive. To keep scripting that they're dead, they're dead, they're dead. And they're talking again. Claiming that they're gonna claim this, claim that. So, let's see. Come on, why don't you put it live right through here? And find out. You're gonna tell me the people on my property that know how to do anything and everything, with all these apps, have no way to go live and share back and forth. Put yourself at the very top. I don't believe that. No, I don't want to believe that you're claiming that all Temple Mormons have taken over my properties and that that's all that's left on a script of genocide. and terrorism. No. I sent some messages out to some Temple Mormons. Roy Thomas, Brother Hurst, come on now. Let's figure this out. Scott Wakefield, then. So. Warm up. Got this nice blanket from Sam's Club. I get so cold. I have a hard time regulating my body temperature. So my life is all about comfort. I went on a little walk yesterday. I actually even posted showing I went on a walk. Some trails around here in Kissimmee. I like Kissimmee. Anyway. So, I think it's still running. Says it is. Just got done floating for so much time. Now I'm like, heat. Yeah. All that food. So people were asking what type of bathing suit. Now I've had this one for so many years. It's probably nylon. I'm not sure on this one. I know that when I was looking at the other ones, it was, I don't know if I can see. No, I won't be able to see from behind there. Oh, I think that it's very little spandex. I think one of the outfits, the shorts I was wearing, it wasn't Reebok brand, by the way. It was only like 12% spandex. I think the rest was nylon. Yeah, I don't know. This one I've had for so many years. I mean, how many years I've had this bathing suit? Forever. My goodness. I think since at least 2011. This is one of my favorites. I actually even, so look at that. See, I haven't fixed it again. So, right there. Look at that. Yeah. I pull on it. Well, I made and designed some clothes growing up, and I like the gathered sides. They scripted that people, and I'm not sure who took credit for what, but I was doing Skechers, and it was supposed to be gathered on the side, the pants gathered for Skechers. I heard that somebody took them, and I didn't get them, but that they got made. I heard that I did get the custom made Louis Vuitton, but then I actually didn't receive it. So all these celebrities and people who go on my properties that take things that are in my name, have my name on it. It's one thing to know that there's things that have to be distributed back out for people to wear, but to make it where I never get anything, that's just not nice. That's the scripture, is not nice. Okay. All right then. All right. Alrighty then. But 90 was your graduation year. Oh, actually 91. 1991. They're always coming back. Parker. Hi. Hi. School. Parker. Colorado. 1991. There I go. Do you remember me? I need to see your picture. I mean, I wish I could see what you look like bigger. Exile, transition. Exile in transition. Does it make it where I can see your profile? Oh! Hi, Ty. Of course, how could I forget you? No. Oh, Tyler. Okay. That's it. I think I actually went swimming in this bathing suit. I think you might remember. It was a good time. We've had some good times. I think I remember you. I love you too. Glad to see you're happy. Yeah. I'm really glad to see you're happy. Yeah, we did. There's nothing like a good hot tub. Yeah, right? This one's gonna move over. Let's see. Oh, then I have to move this. You're amazing. Thank you. You are too. You know, I've never really had quite the experience I did with you, that's for sure. Everyone's a little different in life, right? Every experience, but you really like to talk and listen. You're a good listener. I appreciate that. Amount of hours we talk back and forth in life. Liberty and the pursuit of happiness, right? Yeah. You have beautiful children. I'm happy for you in your life. Tried to find you a couple times. Oh, I'm no longer in Colorado. Yeah, you can see I'm in Florida now. I have property. Obviously, lots of properties in Colorado. You've been following along with what's happening, the craziness happening? Yeah. It's insane right now. The whole situation. It's just crazy now. Are you back? Where are you at? Alaska? You Alaska? Where are you at? It's insane. Yeah. Well, you know. Yeah. Alaska. Yeah. Yeah. That's beautiful. Have you gone on a plane yet? Recently been able to fly? You're coming up soon. Oh. Where are you coming? Are you coming here to Florida? Coming up soon. Well, hopefully, now you know where my daughter's at. You've gone there and helped me before, get that table. Right now, they keep putting her in danger. Invited. Coming up soon. Oh, coming up there soon. Well, right now, I've got to deal with my children. Sarah, you should have her phone number. Sarah's phone number. I need you to reach Sarah. If you would. You have to still have her number. I'm sure you do. She's in danger. Tyler, she's in danger. My brother is a cult leader for the Latter-day Saints. He's gone insane since my mother passed away. He's making up all kinds of stuff and just being a crazy man. And saying that his children make you go blind in Latter-day Saint temples. Bragging about making people disabled. And talking about cannibalism, like showing through remote viewing, doing disgusting things. I don't even want to go there, except I'm worried about my daughter. I sent a message to the police and to the news and to anyone. I did CIA reports, FBI reports. I mean, I literally am doing everything I can to put on social media what's happening. LDS. Yeah. No, right now what's happening is he claims he excommunicated me, but he wants all my money. And then claiming that he's executor over my mom's will so he can steal everything. And that only Temple Mormons end up with everyone's money. That he is holding everyone hostage right now in America and all the world economy. Because I have money in my augmented reality all around the world. And he's keeping it all, they're claiming. And this just isn't going to happen. Like, I need to log in under my social security number and have access to my money. And that's what's got to happen. But more than anything, my daughter Sarah and Malia are in danger, and I don't know how to reach them. I have no way to reach them because they've been lying to them and conning them because they want to keep all the money. But they haven't been able to get any of their inheritance, any of their money. And I contacted the police, and Landsman, one of the police officers in Greeley, claimed I have to take them to court in order to give them their inheritance. And literally there's no will registry. And William Sheppard Jr. continues to spend all of his time talking 24/7 on my property in my mind technology. William has a long day in hell. He's already in hell. He calls himself the Antichrist. He says he's killing everybody. He said it last night. He said again that he wants to be the last person on earth, and that the reason why he wants to kill me and my daughters is because we're angels and we haven't done anything wrong and we do everything for everybody else. Yeah, they call it purgatory, the Latter-day Saints, and apparently it's hell here on earth, and where they're holding each other and all of us hostage to this listening. Are you able to listen to what's happening? Are you able to hear what's happening? Oh, okay. Yeah, that is sad. Love you too. Tell me if you get a hold of Sarah, okay? Call her or text her, please. Let her know she needs a bodyguard. I need to pay for protection. Why do they keep making me wink? I don't know. Every time I take the glasses off, I'm a wink, wink. Okay. Alrighty then. I'm listening. Send her number. You don't have her number still? You had her number when you arranged to get that table. You should have her number. It's a Greeley phone number, 720 number. She's had the same number since she was 16. You should have her phone number. But not sure I still have it. Well, 1892. That's your number. Message me. Okay. All right, let me see if I can get help to see if I can reach my daughter. That's what I need. Okay, well, I'll update you when I can figure out how to get my daughter's bodyguards and protection. I finally got somebody who can help. Okay, I'll call you. Okay, thanks everyone. Love to you, love to all. Okay. Oh, it's Susan Sheppard's Augmented Reality. Okay. Okay,